What's up? And welcome back to my journey from 1100 to 1500 chess.com ELO in 100 days. This is day 8, and if you watched the last episode, I'm happy to say that I believe my mic is on in this recording, and also I got some good sleep and was able to do some good study today. I drilled through my Stonewall opening. I drilled through my Perk and King's Indian opening. I did a whole bunch of tactics on chess tempo. I also reviewed everyone's first chess workbook, some of the tactics in there. So I feel like I got some good study in. And that brings us to our game here, in which I play a guy named Rooster Swan. A lot of funny names out here. So I got the white pieces. Start out with d4. I plan to play the London here. This move right here, I believe the opponent waited 10 minutes to make a move after this. I thought he was going to abandon the game, so I started doing tactics, but he came back at about 5 minutes. So if you look at his time here, 5:28, he takes, I take with the queen. I'm not quite sure why I made this move. I know that I wanted to pin the knight to the king and also attack this square. But probably wasn't the best idea. It ends up leading to a very funky game, so to speak. You see, that was a really well placed knight, and got rid of it for what? I thought for sure he would take back with his knight, but he ends up taking with the king. So on this move here, the better move was to capture the bishop, but I know that the king would get one step ahead towards the end game, and I didn't really like that idea, so I move here. That way when he takes, I take back with the pawn, and this knight has to go somewhere. But that knight ends up being a great problem for me, so I probably should have just took the other way. And at this point, he has a 1 advantage on the engine. This is a good move. He's attacking this square and this square. I decide that this square is more important because if he takes here, he's also getting the rook with him. So it turns out he doesn't even take this pawn here. Now once again attacking this pawn, but this time just connect all these pawns here. Engine didn't really like this move. They said the better move was knight a3, getting the knight out there, but I don't really understand what the knight's going to do over here. attacking the knight here, and he decides to move back, losing momentum on the engine. Engine didn't care much for that move either. They once again liked knight a3. This knight here is just completely leaving the fight, it seems. This was a bad move. Once again, the engine likes knight a3. I didn't see this move coming. Otherwise, I wouldn't have moved here in the line of fire. Sure enough, that's what he plays. Right now, it's saying he's got a 1.5 advantage. He wins the pawn, but he loses some of his advantage. So maybe it wasn't the best idea to just try to win this pawn here. Finally get my knight into the game. Turns out he's wanting to come over here and take this pawn instead of really thinking about how to attack the king here. Engine didn't like this move. It likes better rook g1. And I thought about that. You know, if I bring this over here, I'm attacking the knight and also the pawn. But then I figured he would just move here, and then I move my rook over there for nothing. So I move the king up here, attacking this pawn. The best move it likes right here is, you know, rook f2. It also likes king e6. But for whatever reason, he plays this move, which gives me some good momentum. Now, where do you think he's going to go? Just wanting to attack that pawn. King moves. My idea now is to take the rook up here, check, attacking this pawn, this pawn. This pawn can also start pushing. What's he do? He takes the pawn. Check. And this right here gives me a decisive advantage. Of course, I didn't play this the best way. I make this move right here, but turns out the better move was rook f7, attacking the king. King moves to g6, and then I think it said the next move here, and then here with check. King moves down here. Then I push. I believe that's what it was. And at this point, he resigned. Let me see if I can find what that variation was. So I go here, king g6. Now it's saying rook f3. Not a bad idea. The first time I looked at it, it had me going here and then here. King moves down here, and then I start pushing this pawn. But either way, I won. It was an ugly game. I probably should have lost. Like I said, I waited 10 minutes for maybe the fifth move. But either way, I win 8 points, and I'm that much closer to my goal of 1500. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. I appreciate your support, and thanks for joining me on this journey. Until next time.